Hey y'all, so I'm on here today because I just wanted to share something with y'all. I was reading my Bible and I was in 1 Kings, chapter 9, verse 27 through 1 Kings, chapter 11, verse 8 or whatever. And this is when Solomon became the king, right? So Solomon, to give you a backstory, Solomon was the son of David. And David, we know his history with being king. The Lord really favored David. David, he was the one who slayed the giant, the Goliath. And then he was crowned king. And there was a man named Samuel who hated David and wanted to kill David. But David had the heart of the Lord. So he was very loving and very forgiving and everything like that. But anyway, Samuel ended up dying. One of David's servants ended up killing Samuel or whatever. But to fast forward, y'all, because I was just trying to give y'all a backstory of who Solomon is. To fast forward, because that's a whole nother story, y'all. That's a whole nother story. David is a whole nother story than what I'm talking about today. So Solomon is David's son, who he made with Bathsheba, I believe, or whatever. So Solomon was favored by the Lord. The Lord loved Solomon so much. And when David was dying, he was on his resting bed. Someone else wanted to be king, but David was like, no, my son will be king or whatever. The other man was claiming that he was king and everything, started having a feast with the people and all of that. And they was like, the people that he was feasting with heard like a loud noise, which was like a trumpet to announce that Solomon is actually king, although this man just sat down and feasted with them, claiming that he was king. Like, the nerve of him. So anyway, Solomon became king. David ended up passing away, whatever. And God visited Solomon in a dream, and he asked Solomon, what do you want? Pretty much asking him, like, if there's anything that I can bless you with, what is it that you want? Y'all, Solomon did not say, I want to be the richest king of the world. Solomon did not say, I want to live a long life. Solomon did not say, I want to be the most powerful ruler over all. He said he wanted understanding, knowledge and understanding. That's all he asked for. And the Lord was pleased by this, and he said, because you did not ask for riches and a long life and wealth and rich, whatever, I am going to bless you not only with wisdom, so you will be the wisest man in the world, and there will be no one else like you to ever be so wise. I will also bless you with wealth, and if you follow my commandments, I will give you a long life. That's what the Lord said to him. So Solomon woke up. Solomon had wisdom. It was clear that Solomon was very wise. He was so wise that people actually came to sit and hear his wisdom and everything like that. It was another situation, y'all. A woman had came and told him that she had birthed a son. Her and another woman had birthed a son in the same setting or whatever. And the other woman had fell asleep with the son and slept on the son and killed the son by accident. And while the other woman had her son laying on her chest with sleep, the other woman who killed her son swapped her baby for her baby and took her baby and put the dead baby on her. So when the woman woke up, she woke up to a dead baby, and she knew it wasn't her baby. You know, she knew that that wasn't the baby that she birthed it. And she woke up like, you swapped our children, give me my son back. And the woman would not. So she went to King Solomon and told her about this. And, you know, he's the king. He's wise. He's the one at this time that placed judgment on, you know, the situations and everything like that. And she came to him and told him what happened. And King Solomon said, okay, pass me a sword. And he said, I'll just divide this alive baby in half and you both can split the baby. So the woman, after the woman who child it really was like, she can just keep the baby because I don't want the baby to be split in half. So King Solomon was like, and the other woman that she was saying, just tell her, keep the baby, I don't want the baby to die or whatever. The other lady was just like, no, king, split this baby in half and divide it in two. So King Solomon knew from there. He said, okay, give that woman her baby because it's not your baby. He was wise enough to know that the woman who agreed with this foolish act, this crazy act to split the baby in half, that couldn't have been the real mother. So the woman gave the baby back to the mother, the actual mother that it was. So that was one story that was just like, whoa, that was crazy. Like, imagine if he would have split that baby in two. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so that happened, and it was a queen who came to visit. Her name was, let me see, Queen Sheba came and visited him, and she came with so many gold. She gave him like blocks of gold, like 120 blocks of gold with some spices for a lifetime. Like, people was just coming to him offering a whole bunch of gifts and golds and fortune and everything like that because he was so wise, and she came to see the wisdom for herself or whatever. So that happened, and King Solomon was doing pretty good for himself for a little bit, y'all. And this is the part where I get a little disappointed. You ever been reading something, a story in the Bible, and you get disappointed with the person? You get mad with the person, like you clutch your pearls, like listening. So, y'all, that's how I was. So it said that Solomon took foreign wives. Mind you, it was forbidden to date the women of Pharaoh, whatever. So, Solomon decides that he wants to love on many strange women together with the daughter of Pharaoh. Like, what? And this was forbidden by God. He warned Solomon twice. He came and warned him, like the Holy Spirit convicted Solomon, like, you know you shouldn't be doing this, right? Twice. And it said that Solomon turned his head from God. And the reason why God told him it was forbidden was because, if you can remember, the Egyptians, they were used to building golden calves and they were serving other gods. God is a jealous God, and he told them all the time, like, he did not want them to be serving other gods. That's why back in the book of Moses, when Aaron built those calves for those people, although God was freeing them and Moses went into the top of the mount to get the 10 commandments, Moses came down and seen that Aaron had built them a gold calf, and guess what God did? God straight dropped Aaron dead. Not right there. He needed him a little longer on the journey, but once he got to a part, he straight told Moses, yeah, Aaron is not coming here. He's not moving forward because he disobeyed me back at the mount. And he dropped Aaron straight dead right there. So God does not play about us serving other gods. He did not play back then. He don't play now. And Solomon, that was another warning for Solomon, telling him to not date these women, to not be with these women, because you will surely start to serve other gods.